Ladies and gentlemen, my name is TotalBiscuit. Every now and again I have an idea. In fact, I have lots of ideas for videos. Most of them don't make it onto the channel. If you're watching this right now, then this one did. As to whether or not it deserves to be, well, that's a different matter entirely. But I had this idea. Now, about 4 years ago, I used to play a lot of DotA. That being the original version of DotA. And I had a lot of fun with it, but since I was just playing with the same group of friends, and this is probably something that a lot of you can really relate to, I had absolutely no idea how to play it competitively. None. Zero. We used to, ban half the heroes in the game because we thought they were overpowered, we used to build the wrong items and all that kind of stuff, and you know, it didn't really matter, because we were playing with each other and pretty much with nobody else. We had no illusions about being competitive players, but we had a bunch of fun with it. I would come home every night from work and I would play DotA. I would play 4, 5, maybe even 6 games a night. And it would be something that I'd really enjoy doing with the same group of people over and over and over again. I must have played hundreds of games with DotA. This, however, is DotA 2, and things change, don't they? 4 years ago, I was working for no money for a fan site, and also in a crappy job, I was working in a game shop, essentially. And now I get to do this whole YouTube thing, and there are now higher expectations of me. I'm expected to be able to play competitively, and now that I'm into esports, I kind of know the whole world of competitive play and the idea that builds are preset and there are good builds and bad builds and certain items are required and there's such a thing called a meta game and all that kind of nonsense. So I thought, well, what would happen if I did a video or two whereby I essentially went into DotA, this being DotA 2, and I attempted to play single draft using only the items that the game actually suggested. Would that work out? Because I think that's kind of an interesting experiment. And the reason I think it's an interesting experiment, because if it doesn't work out, then the people that had designed the game have completely and totally failed. This is a problem that League had, right? This has now been updated, and I've heard that it's much better now, but back in the day, League recommended items were completely out of touch and out of pace with any form of metagame. I'm not just talking like the top-end competitive metagame here, where the big guys who are winning the money at the tournaments, that level. No, I'm talking about any metagame whatsoever. Like, items that just flagrantly did not fit. And you know what? That makes things very difficult, because one of the most challenging things about the heroes is learning what the items are. And you can go online, and you can go and find a guide and things like that, but it's just another barrier in front of people who actually want to play the game. And I have to wonder if it's possible to effectively play at a low level and have fun in a mode that's not really all that serious. I mean, single draft is more of a casual game type, and the reason it is because you can't guarantee a good composition. You can't. There is a lot of heroes in DotA. Single draft gives you a choice of 1 of 3 randomly from the pool. Yeah? So the question is, will you even get a good composition? Probably not. Yeah, chances are probably not. People are just going to pick the hero they're most comfortable with or most intrigued by trying, and they'll play it, and they probably won't play it to a high level, and that'll be that. And that's okay, because that's all we used to do. We played DotA for like 3 years, and that was what we did. That was the only thing we did. We used to play forced random, like all random, all the time. And we'd just try out different heroes, and we'd figure things out as we went, and it was fun. And that was a really, really good way of doing it. Sadly, it would appear that we're having some matchmaking problems at the moment, so I can tell you some stories if you like. That sounds like a good idea. Let me tell you a story. So, for about 6 months on World of Warcraft Radio Ventrilo, which is where we all used to gather, we had a rule where we had forced random, forced anonymity. And the reason being is because we got so pissed off at DotA that we just start flaming the other guys. So, our theory was this. If we all played forced random and forced anonymous, then there's no way that we would know who to rage at. Unfortunately, this only worked for as long as it took for the first guy to die, at which point he'd scream bloody murder on vent and then everyone would figure out who everyone was. So it didn't really work out so well. But we had fun times. We also had really disturbing times. We also got so pissed off that it came to blows. I mean, you want to talk about a game that ends friendships? Well, there's 3. Monopoly, Munchkin, and DotA. And DotA is a pretty potent way of doing it. I mean, this is a really good way of losing friends that you've probably never met, and chances are you're never going to run into. So, the question, I suppose, is, can you have fun playing this way? Is it even viable? Would you drag the rest of your team down too much? And how do you play Dota 2 to a really, really basic level? Because I know how to play it to a basic level. I'm not very good at it, but I know how to play it to a basic level. And then there are people that are just so intimidated by it that they don't even want to go anywhere near it. And honestly, I don't blame them. I really, really do not blame them. Dota is a very intimidating game. League, less so, but still pretty damn intimidating nonetheless. So getting into any kind of Dota-style game is tricky. And I feel it requires a certain kind of mindset. And I think that what you really need is the ability to get into the game, play it at a really low level, try again, play it at a really low level, and find out a way to enjoy it, and then kind of have a gateway into playing at a more competitive level. Because I figure that if you take a hero, and you figure out the best way of using his skills yourself rather than looking at a guide, and then you look at the recommended items, you buy them, and then you figure, well, this worked out really well for me, this not so much, I'm going to start tweaking my build based on my playstyle, then you will understand the game a hell of a lot better than you would by just reading a guide. Yeah, you can read a guide and you can play in the way that the guide says. Or alternatively, you can take the items it recommends, you can figure out which skills to get in what order yourself, based on simple logic, and then you can tweak the builds and your playstyle accordingly, and in theory you should then be a lot better at it. In theory. In practice, it's probably going to result in you being awful at the game, but don't worry, because 99% of people that play this game are also awful, so you're in good company. Sadly, we are waiting a long time for a match, and we've had like 3 declines, which is wonderful, so I will come back when we have a match ready for you, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, this is single draft mode. What it does is it randomly picks 3 heroes from the pool of everything, because you don't have to unlock heroes in Dota 2. And then it's going to throw them at you and say, which one do you want? Now, that is a very, very good question. Which one do I want? We've got Alchemist, Broodmother, and Windrunner. Broodmother I am familiar with from my old Dota days. Pretty good hero. Alchemist I'm sort of familiar with. Like, this came in towards the end of the lifespan of when I was actually playing in the first place. Bonus gold, things like that. The unstable concoction that you can throw at an enemy hero. And Windrunner I am not familiar with at all. So, which to go with? Well, let's make it interesting, go with the one that I'm definitely not familiar with, which is Windrunner. And that's a ranged hero, so at least that's going to be a little easier to play initially, because I'm not going to have to worry too much about getting into melee. Alright, Windrunner.
On my way.
So let's have a look at the recommended items. What does it suggest? Well, here's the starting items, so that's, that's pretty standard, bunch of stuff. Boots of Speed. Null Talisman, which is just straight stats up. Ring of Basilius, which, that's a pretty nice one. Gives you an aura. Mana regeneration, armor, and damage. And then you've got Phase Boots as recommended boots, Force Staff, and then you got a bunch of situational items right here. Interesting that they would suggest Force Staff. What kind of hero is she? Her primary attribute is actually Intelligence, which is surprising. I expected it to be an Agility hero, but no. Primary attribute is Intelligence. Alright. Well, we can start off with a Mantle of Intelligence. We could even throw a few Ironwood branches in there for good measure. Filling up one's inventory with Ironwood branches always seemed like a good idea back in the day. I wonder if it actually is. I wonder if I was right or horribly mistaken.
As the arrow flies.
30 seconds to go.
Okay, now we've got to figure out what skills to go with. So let's see. Shackle Shot. Shackles the target to an enemy unit or tree in a line directly behind it. And that's got a stun. Okay. Doesn't do any damage, has a stun. Pretty useful. Charges her bow up for 1 second for a single powerful shot. Deals damage to enemy units and destroys trees in the path. Damage is greatest on first target. Alright, so that seems really handy. It's got a huge range. Windrun increases movement speed. Is that passive?
Time for target practice.
Hard to say. No, it's not passive. Okay. Alright, so which lane am I going to go in? Well, Dwarven Sniper's in the middle. That seems fine to me. I guess I could go... No, I'm going bottom. Okay, I'm going bottom with Omni Knight. Right, that seems reasonable. So which one to go with first? Well, logically, what do we want? Well, this is a handy escape skill. So I probably want to grab that maybe at level 2 or whatever. If I want to do initial damage, though, this might be a good one to grab. So if I want to do initial harass, I'm going to do that. So how do you do it? How do you learn a skill in Dota 2? Very easy way. Just press O and then press what you want. There we go. Alright, so let's get in. Omni Knight's already taking a little bit of damage. What's that? It's a Tidehunter and Warlock. Alright. Damned if I can remember what either of these guys do. I think the Tidehunter knocks people in the air or something like that. Alright.
On it.
So, how do we start? Well, this is... That's my bow shot, and he just kind of sat there and ate it, so I'm pretty happy with that. So, those of you who don't know, maybe you've never played League of Legends, or you've never played Dota, or whatever. So, this game is really about last hitting these little dudes, these AI-controlled guys. That Fatal Bonds thing is actually horrible, wow. So, the idea is that if you get the last hit on it, then you get some money, just like that. If you don't, then you don't get much. You'll passively get experience, but that is really about it, which is not all that helpful. What you can also do in Dota, which is something you can't do in games like League of Legends or Smite, is you can deny. So, deny means to kill your own minion, which seems really counterintuitive, and it is. But that's just part of Dota. Dota has that, and it is part of the overall strategy, which means there's kind of an additional decision that you have to make when you actually play this game. And that's, do you go for the last hit, or do you go for the actual deny? So, I can deny him. Took some damage in the process, but I denied him. That means that he's not going to get any cash, and I believe they get reduced experience from that as well. There's another deny, as you can see. If you notice the exclamation mark, then that indicates that a deny is in effect. I think he just denied one of my guys as well. Can I finish him off? Nope. So I'm getting used to this hero, and getting used to last hitting, it requires you to kind of learn the animation timings as well as how much damage you can do at any given level. So I need to know how small that little health bar's got to be before I actually hit the guy with anything at all. Can Omni Knight actually help? No, Omni Knight's gonna be a freaking idiot and let me die. Yeah, nice job, dude. Nice job. It's like, hey, a perfect chance to actually kill him. No, I'm just gonna run away because I'm the Omni Knight and I'm an idiot. Alright. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so I'm gonna take that stun because it looks like this Omni Knight is not gonna be too reliable. Sad we could have killed him there very easily. Alright. I need a null talisman. Actually, can I afford a null talisman? I think I can. No, I can't afford a null talisman. Never mind. Because I don't have a circlet, and then it's going to cost me 480 in total to grab it. So, we can ignore that for the time being. Well, that's irritating, because that's sent me out the lane for a while and not getting any experience. At least Tidehunter had to go back. So, that's not too shabby. If you force someone out the lane in this game, it's actually kind of worse than it would be in League of Legends, because they can't easily return to base. You have to buy an item in order to let you do that. It's called the Town Portal Scroll. And otherwise, there is no B button. You've just got to run back. I like the fact that Omni Knight's just sitting there doing absolutely nothing useful. That's wonderful. So now I have Shackle Shot. So I've really kind of got to figure out exactly how to use that properly. I'm going to start by harassing him because he's going to sit in my attack. Oh, that is so annoying. Can I actually get out of range of that? Seriously? You can't get out of range of that thing? That's horrible. That is a really infuriatingly annoying ability. I just lost half my health for no reason. God damn. That's just so irritating. I'm losing so much health here because I'm actually getting beaten on by creeps. Wonderful. Thankfully, Omni Knight is so helpful in this situation. So I need to do more harassment. Why is he just sitting back there? God, I don't even know. This is Dota Rage already. It's already in play. And like, I'm not that good at the game, but he's doing nothing. And that's actually really annoying. I like the ranged harass that I've got as this guy. That's pretty good. Tried to apply the stun and didn't get it. Wonderful. Of course. Take another shot at him. It's kind of a miss, but hey. I'm way ahead. Alright. So I'm going to use a tango right here. What is a tango? Well, a tango is a way of regenerating some health. It eats a tree, it regenerates some health over time, and you get 3 of them in total. So they're a pretty cost-effective way of raising your health back up, but it takes a while to do so. Really not sure what Omni Knight was actually doing at all. Bear in mind, this guy actually does have a heal and made no effort to use it on me at all, so there you go. Alright, we're at level 3, so let's grab Windrunner. Get back into the fight. We are missing one. We're missing Tidehunter. I'm going to hit him with an arrow. Oh, there's Tidehunter. Okay. I don't know if there's... Yeah, I mean, I can harass him just fine. There we go. You can get another hit on him. I don't have any health, which is kind of irritating. Alright, so he missed the AoE. That's good. Get another little bit of harass on him. Alright, so this is not going terribly. I'm going to eat another tree, I think. Need some more health. Try and stay out of the fight. I do have a shot available. I could take it at him, but again, I don't think I'll be able to finish him off, so there's really no point. Let's go back to the tower and defend once again. Alright, I think I'm getting what this hero is all about. I'm not really sure what focus fire is. Maximum attack speed. Okay, I see. Alright, so it seems to be like a single target nuker of some description. Alright. Warlock is out leveling me, which is wonderful. And I think we're missing one at the bottom. We are. So if we are, let's call missing. There we go. Nice little wheel available here. You hold down Y, and then you can call missing, which is kind of helpful. It's not too shabby at all. Don't know what my number of creeps killed is yet. Probably not a lot. Oh, wow. Is that 7 last hits? That's really terrible. You can see it's down to the bottom right there. That's really, really bad.
Of course.
I've got to do much, much better. Oh, getting ambushed.
I'm way ahead.
Oh, I'm gonna die here. Yeah,
Nice.
It's like, why did I even go in there? That was just dumb. That was really, really bad. Well, I lost a bunch of cash in the process, because you do lose cash in Dota, which is kind of annoying. But that's just the nature of the game. So, can I actually afford Null Talisman? I can. Yep, that's good. And I can also buy Boots of Speed. So, it's not too shabby. At least I should be a little bit tougher, have a little bit more mana now. Null Talisman, as you can see, 3 damage, and then 3 of your other stats, and then plus 6 of your main, which is not too shabby. It does use a Mantle of Intelligence as part of the building process.
I gust onward.
Alright, are we missing down here? We actually are, so
Missing bottom.
let's make sure we call missing on that. Because otherwise they could wander into another lane and do some damage, and we wouldn't want that. Alright, I'm going to keep buffing up my power shot, I think. That gives me this really good ranged harass ability.
I go.
Tried to stick him to a tree. I'm not sure if that did anything. Oh, this Warlock's probably... Actually, yeah, I can probably kill him.
Your top tower's getting all banged up.
Yeah! Sit down, son.
More for your money.
Try and at least stun him, get him out. No, this is not helping at all. Yeah, I'm not sure if I could stop him.
Like the wind.
I'll try and block him. There we go. I can block him and save my guy. Sweet. There we go. That was good. Yeah, that went decently well. And Omni Knight didn't get eaten by... I think that's the Life Stealer. That might be Nyx, if I recall correctly. That was okay. Okay, I got my ultimate now. Excellent. That's Focus Fire. I'm gonna have to learn what that is. I think that seems to be some kind of... Use that. Gaining maximum attack speed. I need to get back in and actually get some last hits, because sitting here is not helping me at all. Is that Nyx? Yeah, it is. Alright.
Of course.
Uh-oh. Put a little bit of a stun on him. Oh, god damn it! Out of freaking nowhere. Omni Knight, needless to say, sitting behind the tower for 5 minutes as usual. That was poor performance by me there. Poor performance. Alright, well I have boots. At least I did. I've actually selected the Omni Knight now, so I don't know where I am.
My next arrow will find its mark.
There we go. So what I want to do, I could upgrade the boots.
The other fella's aiming to wreck your bottom tower.
Phase boots, I need blades of attack, I can afford that. Probably the best thing I should do is sell one of these ironwood branches.
No breaking down the radiant structures
Get
like this.
blades of attack, and then we can go back in. This will take me a little bit of time to get back in the lane.
Already moving.
So, I mean, so far, it seems like the items it's suggesting are pretty reasonable. Sniper's helping us out on bottom lane now. I've got my focus fire up. I'm not really sure how to use it yet. Yeah, so it's just focus on one target. It's a buff that goes on, then I just start shooting at one target and doing damage. The sniper's helping out in this lane. Uh-oh, yeah, we're about to have some problems. Oh, popped his ulti. And I'm gonna die into the tower. Ah! Oh, come off it. Out of nowhere. I don't know whose lane that guy was supposed to be in, but We didn't really hear anything about that. Yeah, we're getting absolutely stomped right now. Absolutely stomped. It's mostly my fault, actually. I'm pretty sure I've died at least 3 times, maybe even 4 now.
Farewell to your bottom tower.
Which is not ideal.
Another shot.
They're meaning to smash that bottom tower. You
I'm
ain't
way
done.
ahead.
Alright, let's get back in. Well, my hope was to at least fight one of them off, but it failed miserably.
Your bottom tower's in a tight spot.
This shackle shot is pretty tricky as well. Takes a lot of practice. Haven't really gotten it right yet. Need to make sure that... Oh, there's 2 of them in that lane. Alright. So, at least I can kind of harass at range. Although, so can she.
As the arrow flies.
I need some last hits. I've had none. I've had 9. This is terrible. Absolutely dreadful. I don't even know what the rest of these guys have had, but it's probably way more than I have. 9 last hits is just so
Tower's in
bad.
a bit of a bind.
It's difficult. It's so difficult getting back into Dota and having to consider all of the different elements, honestly. Not knowing the hero. Oh, God. I see, you can see what I'm trying to do, and I'm just screwing it up every time. It's actually super frustrating. It's difficult to learn this stuff. Sadly, it really is. It sounds like the absolute basics, and it is. You know, you actually can't be successful if you're not getting that many last hits. And it looks like we're actually missing down here. There we go.
Missing bottom.
Auto-attacking is not actually helping me all that much. There we go, at least got a last hit from that. I think everyone's in middle right now.
Tower right about now.
Yeah, they seem to be.
Attack.
But I...
Can't do nothing about dire structures right now. Your mid tower needs
Okay,
a little help.
they're all in the mid. I'm gonna have to go and help. There's really no way.
Like the wind.
I'm hoping these guys don't just run in like idiots. I'm gonna try and come in from behind. Come on, come on. Get me into the fight.
Almost feel bad for your top
On. Alright, what have we got here? Okay, there's the Warlock. Oh, seriously? I thought I had friends. Apparently I don't. Never mind. I just burned all my mana as well in the process, so I got nothing I can actually do. Life Stealer, die. There we go. Well, at least we defended mid.
Of course.
I guess I sort of contributed somehow. In a very weak and terrible way.
I gust onward.
You know, the whole point of this series was to try and not intimidate people. I think it's actually going to end up being exactly the opposite, because, yeah, the game's actually kind of hard, and anyone who denies it is just talking out of their arse. It's a very difficult game to do, doubly so when you're trying to live commentate it, trying to keep your attention on everything. Alright, well, I'm going to head down. Check the middle to see if there's a rune. There is, actually. There's invisibility.
Already moving.
I don't really want to take it, because it's more useful for someone that's less bad.
On it.
Mark it on the map, and hopefully someone will actually go and pick it up. Having the sniper with invisibility would be great. Alright, so... Missing bottom as well.
Missing bottom.
Make sure that they know about that. Actually got a last hit. Wonderful.
On it.
Just wonderful. Also try and keep an eye on the minimap. Last thing I want to do is be flanked, because I'm actually kind of low. I also need to level up as well. Let's get another one. Power shot. So shackle. Actually, that's a pretty significant duration.
I gust onward.
There we go, I'll have that. Movement speed bonus is flat across the board, which is why I'm kind of having this as my lowest priority, because I do still get the movement speed bonus regardless of what level that skill is. So that's the logic I'm using to determine whether or not that is the correct one to get. I'm hoping that my logic is correct. Oh, man! I don't know, this is just so hard to actually pull off last hits. Knowing my luck, this is one of the easier heroes to do it with. I'd imagine it probably is. I'm getting a little bit deep here, I don't like that. But I need the last hits, it's as simple as that. I need to actually do damage. And if I don't, then I'm not going to get anywhere. I need the money. I need the levels. Still missing down here.
Missing bottom.
Somebody's on a roll.
On my way.
There we go. Let's get out of the way of the tower. Alright, well at least I got some last hits. It takes me to 18, which is still a really, really low number. But it's better than nothing. Looks like there's some craziness going up at top, but I'm actually too far out to really do anything about that. Currently 11 to 3, which is really bad news for us.
Come on, this ain't over.
Well, Omni Knight's already given up after doing precisely nothing this entire game, so yeah, that's great. Oh, bollocks!
I might be fly.
top tower of yours ain't doing
How can he keep up with
On
me?
it.
It's like I'm using a movement speed buff and this guy's still there. Unbelievable.
Wind blows.
your mid tower.
What? I mean, what did he have that allowed him to do that? It's just, I know he's using power treads, but I would have thought with 50% increase in speed. I don't know. It would be actually nice to know that. I don't really see anywhere on the screen where that was actually indicated. Did he have a rune or something? I don't know. Something that the game could probably use to do feedback with, really. Alright. We'll get to the booties.
The other fella's aiming to wreck your bottom tower.
Can't really do anything with this. Don't have enough gold for that. Yeah, so I guess I'll get back in the fight. Not that there's any way in a million years we can actually fight here. Skeleton King's just gonna die because he's 3 levels lower than the Tide Hunter, who is super fed, and it's mostly my fault in the first place. Like, hey, let's chase Tide Hunter down. It's like, yeah, you have no way to stop him, so that's actually completely pointless.
Of course.
I now have phase boots, which are they're activatable, aren't they?
As
Yeah.
the arrow flies.
That's one thing about Dota 2 is it's got a hell of a lot more activatable items as opposed to something like League, which means that you've got to learn a lot more buttons. Like, the keypad is actually the worst in the world. I really need something better for the actual key bindings. That's something I'm gonna have to figure out.
So much for your
God.
top tower.
I'm super frustrated actually
I
already,
go.
just by how tricky it is to last hit here. It's not the game's fault. It's clearly mine.
At them.
But you know, I'm used to being able to actually last hit reasonably well in other games, and this is just absolutely abysmal from me.
My elbow
It really, really is a
curls.
terrible performance. Alright, let's put another one power. Oh, power shot's at max level, so we'll put another one on shackle.
Already moving.
Alright, what have we got? We've got someone up there. Let's go check for runes.
As the arrow
Better go
flies.
check Roshan. We've pretty much lost this game already. It's 12-3. If there was a rune, he's just going to take it.
Of course.
We can go and help in this lane, I guess. Maybe enable a kill of some sort. He's actually near the... Yeah, I could shackle shot him. There we go. Let's do some damage.
Reap the world.
Come on, guys. What the Oh, god damn it. Where is everybody? They're not here. They're elsewhere.
I gust onward.
It's like, yeah, perfect. Shackled him. Is anyone there to help me? No. No. Not at all.
On my way.
Somebody's on a roll.
Jesus. Oh, he's just gonna run at me, isn't he? Yeah, pretty much.
Feet fly.
Hopefully I was just out of range of that, but that was...
I'm way ahead.
Yeah, this is a one big disaster piece.
Your mid tower's coming apart.
As the arrow
But hey, you
flies.
know, that's Dota in a nutshell for you. It's a difficult game, and you can get utterly screwed over if you don't know what you're doing.
I
Right
gust
about bad
onward.
news about your mid tower.
Yeah, there's our middle tower down.
I'm way
I
ahead.
completely missed. What am I even thinking? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna survive against those guys,
Already
surely.
moving.
It's gonna end up running right at me. I don't even know which is the real
On
one.
it.
So that double kill was the one saving grace that I had this game. And then everything else is just dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. So, if I'm honest, I don't even know if the default items are any good, because we just got stomped so horribly in this game that it didn't help at all, so... My conclusion is... unknown at this time.
I go.
And I think what I need to focus on, really, is just last hits. Get better at that.
On it.
There's just, I don't know, there's just something about her attack animation that throws me off. I guess it must just be lack of experience. I can't think of any other reason.
course.
Tide Hunter's down there, he's level 11, he's got Mask of Madness, Power Treads, alright.
On it.
2 in the middle here, I might be able to cut through and maybe stun to enable something.
I'm way ahead.
It's like, run away, run away. Is that the Omni Knight saying run away? Because that's pretty much all he's been doing the
As the
entire
arrow
game.
flies.
Where is he? I bet they're not here. No, they're not. It's clear. Nobody is there. Sad state of affairs. Need some last hits.
Your bottom tower ain't long for this world.
Easy breezy. On it.
I don't even know what that means, but okay. Seems reasonable. Whatever he said. Yeah,
Go.
most likely. Or maybe not. We can go and check. Roshan, for those who don't know and play League of Legends, is the equivalent of Baron Nashor.
On my way.
He drops an Aegis.
Out of mana.
Oh, I can actually get some kills here.
Wild winds rising.
You're not going anywhere, son. Why aren't you dead yet? Why aren't you dead yet? Why aren't you... Come on! I actually got a kill there, so, you know, that was actually a reasonable ambush, I feel. If the rest of our team was there, then we could have probably gotten out of there with way less damage, but... That is Roshan. I'm pretty sure that they must have changed after the Christmas event. I definitely don't remember him looking like that. But they might actually get Roshan here, which is kind of a big deal. Getting us an item like that and getting us some cash would be really, really cool. But unfortunately, it looks like the Warlock's probably going to come in and kill our entire team, so... Oh. Shadow Shaman is there. I don't know, actually. No, the Warlock is actually going to get screwed over, so...
Windrunner returns.
Not bad. Not bad. Stuff is finally starting to go our way. Alright, what do I want? Well, I need an item of some description. 4 staff might be a plan. Let's get a staff of wizardry. Let's sell an ironwood branch. Let's get a ring of regeneration.
Already moving.
Nice. That's pretty cool. We actually got Roshan. Unbelievable.
I gust onward.
I definitely did not expect that. We are the Dire, right? Yeah, we're the Dire. Okay. Just checking it was
Already
us.
moving.
And now we've evened the odds just a little bit. Huh. Well, you know, if we don't screw this up, we might actually be alright. We'll see how it turns out. Anyway, I have a level, and I can I get in focus fire? No, because I'm still level 10. And words! Horribly behind. Horribly behind.
On my way.
But I have items. I've got a ring of regeneration, which is HP regen. I've got the staff of wizardry, which is plus 10 intelligence, which means that I should be hitting harder with something. Oh, no, wait. That actually doesn't work that way. It's like, I remember, oh, it's like ability power. No, it's not. This is something you've got to understand about Dota 2. Like, abilities don't actually scale. Yeah? They don't scale in the way that they do in League. It's completely different,
Like the wind.
which is really kind of weird. It takes a lot of getting used to. Oh, missed that shot. Not so good.
As the arrow
So a lot of your damage is going to end up coming from items, and it's also going to end up coming from... Ooh, can I... Oh, he's down. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Just coming from your auto attacks. So, by items, I mean activatable items. Stuff like Dagon and things like that. Just the ability to hit people with that. And aside from that, like stuff like Power Shot, that's going to be pretty much stuck at 360 for the entire time. So, that's something you kind of have to handle. We actually won a team fight there, which means we can push forward and actually do some damage, which would be kind of
I'm way
wonderful.
ahead.
So, I'm kind of surprised that we managed to do that. I'm not really sure how it ended up going down the way that it did, but I have to assume that I'm being carried hard by my teammates, so that may very well be the way of it.
I gust onward.
I really want to leash that Warlock, if possible. I'm going to go check the river, see if there's a rune there. Is there anything? No. No, there is not.
On my way.
Alright, we're actually pushing bottom quite nicely. There's 2 in mid now. Let's kick in the phase boots just to move a little bit quicker.
My feet fly.
I just want to get back into the lane so I can help them out.
Of course.
Alright, hopefully we can bait them in a little bit. I can come in and lock one down and then we can do some damage. But can we, more to the point? They're being a tad aggressive. There's at least, what, 2, 3 of them there? Not so keen on that.
Already moving.
Gonna hang back a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we don't know where they are. We have
As
no
the arrow
wards, so
flies.
this is time to leave, I feel.
I go.
Alright, so we're gonna... Can I get out of here? Yeah, I can make my way through the trees and not actually get caught. So that's fine. Alright, now I can harass from range with Power Shot. Yeah, we can bowler him just for a little bit of a stun. Oh, looks like we're going for it. Alright. I'm gonna focus fire on Luna. There we go, that's Luna down. Fire a Power Shot in this direction, and Tide Hunter down.
At them.
Let's see what else I've got. Okay, can I phase boots? Yep. I can. I don't know if I can catch. I actually maybe can.
As the arrow
Bowlers,
flies.
it's a hit. It's a hit. We're looking good. Power shot. That's one dead meepo. Nice.
Pain.
Nice. This is turning around quite effectively. I'm not sure how, but people have... I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't care. We're going for it. We've actually evened the score. After an unbelievable, disastrous start, we're actually back on. So let's clean this out with a power shot as quickly as we can. And let's take this tower down and start to get some momentum.
Radiant's toughened up their structure.
Ah, fortify. Okay, that's going to hold that up for a little while. Send off a shot, do a little bit of damage to the life stealer. That's going down. Alright, now I don't have any mana, so I don't really want to overcommit here if possible. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, get the hell out of here. We've done damage, we've pushed, now time to go back, buy some items. So what am I looking to get? I was looking on Force Staff. So that's a push thing. Alright. So it's yet another activatable item that I'm going to have to learn. Alright, fun times. We've got situational items. You want support. Scythe of Vi. Mana regeneration. That's pretty good. Yule's Scepter of Divinity. That's movement speed, which also seems useful. Monkey King Bar has a bash chance, which seems really, really good. I think let's get the Force Staff because that's what the game tells me to get. So we're going to grab that. And then we might want to start working on Monkey King Bar. Oh, it needs a Demon Edge and 2 Javelins. That's expensive. That's pretty expensive. Orchid Malevolence. Mechanism. That's basically a support item. Lincoln Sphere. Not really what I'm looking for here. So I think we'll actually start going for Monkey King Bar. So I'm going to start saving for it. It'll take a while, but it should be pretty good. It's a really nice item. Alright, let's get into defensive positions. Get ready to start picking these dudes off at range. Start with a power shot. There we go. Let's keep throwing a few arrows in that general direction. I've also got 2 levels up I can use, which I didn't notice. Now, bear in mind, you can also add levels to stats. You can actually get +2 of all stats instead of getting an item. So, that's the one thing that I don't necessarily truly understand when to get it. So that's definitely something to consider. Can I leash him? I can stun him.
On my way.
And missed that completely, but he's actually boned. Nice. He is actually boned. That's wonderful. Uh-oh. Try and leash him. Leash him. No, he's immune to leash. Oh, he popped his ultimate and is immune to being leashed. That was Why don't you help the life stealer out? Oh, well, kill the life stealer. That works too. This guy, the Skeleton King, looks a little bit oblivious to this. There we go. He's going to save his ass at the last possible moment. There we go. Well, that could have gone worse. We didn't lose buildings in the base, and we actually killed a bunch of them, so I guess that's okay. That's not really too bad. Alright. We're spawning in 20 seconds. But yeah, as I say, I don't know when to get stats and when not to, so that's a little bit tricky. Now, I was working on the Javelin, but unfortunately that kill actually lost me a bunch of money, so I'm back to where I was in the first place. So, I guess we should be okay, though. I need to also remember to use the Force Staff. It's keypad 8, which is all the way on the other side of the keyboard, which is absolutely worthless. So I think like the first thing I need to do after this game is go into key bindings and rebind these item keys so that I can use them. Because I've got 2 different items that are activatable here, and I need quick access to them, and I'm not going to get them that way. So that's something to consider there with the interface, something that you may wish to do for yourself. Alright, well, you know, we're actually back in the game to some degree. Yeah, it would be nice if I could do a little bit more damage on my auto attack. Monkey King Bar will allow me to do that. Just getting the javelins would be really nice. Where are they? We're kind of missing everyone at the moment. We really need to be warding, honestly. I should probably take it upon myself to do that. Because knowing where the enemy is so vitally important. Getting a ward down on Roshan would be a very useful thing.
Of course.
I have no real interest in wandering in there alone. So the Force Staff is a push. Okay. Pushes any target unit 600 units in the direction. Alright. I'm going to check Roshan.
I go.
No, he hasn't respawned yet. Okay, that's fine. Oh, bollocks!
I run like the wind.
Yep. Oh, he slowed me down a little bit. Yeah, he slowed me down a lot. Trying to get out of here, trying to get it. Oh!
Is empty.
God damn it. The rest of my team was the other side of the freaking map. It's like, I'm gonna go check Roshan. Oh, wait. Surprisingly enough, I can't get away even popping all of that. I should have used my force staff, actually. But again, it's an item and it's not bound to a good key, so it's going to be difficult. Once again, I'm back to the amount of gold I had in the first place. Ah! Well, at least I'm not that far behind, relatively speaking. No, I really, really am, actually. Terribly far behind. Right at the bottom, as you can clearly see. Not going so well.
Your bottom tower's toast.
Can I get back on my feet yet? Alright, so we lost another tower. So we're still, like, on terms of towers, we're still definitely behind.
Can't keep
But
a good girl down.
it's not completely lost, but it's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Alright, so my key here is to get a good stun, which will allow my team to actually get a kill. That's the priority. We also don't know where the enemy is at all. They seem to be going towards mid. We can easily swing back there if we need to. Okay, let's go level up in speed.
I gust on like the wind.
I'll pop that just to make sure I get where I need to go. Alright, so we're looking for a good lockdown. Can I get it? That's a clear bait. There's no way I'm going to go chase him there. Absolutely not. So, I'll just stick around here. Kill a few minions. Alright, can't stun Nyx right now, but as soon as... He's going to just run away, isn't he? God damn it. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is a top. A gigantic, horrendous top. You, sir, are going to go stick around, I think. Nice. Alright, so that's the Warlock picked off. Good, good. Happy to hear that. So that's one down, so it's currently 5v4 for us, which means they'll probably fall back. In fact, we could actually Roshan right now.
On my way.
Maybe. I don't know. It depends where they are. Oh. Yeah, they're right there. They're actually going for Roshan. Let's lock him down for a while. Force staff, force staff. I don't know what the hell happened there. Am I okay or not okay? I can't really tell. Couldn't get the bloody stun off. But it's okay. It let us win the team fight, at least so far anyway. So, no, I think we're going to get overwhelmed. Meepo's in there. I don't know. We could. Maybe. Depends how well this sniper plays. Oh, he's playing really, really well. No, that's actually not the sniper. That's the other guy. Never mind. But you get the idea. Yeah, we came out of that really, really well. So, I guess they don't really mind too much if I died from that. I kind of do. But, hey. We'll take what we can get at this stage. So that gets us another tower, most likely. So once again, that really does put us back in the game. I'm just going to say that that was a planned distraction by me. I drew the lifestealer away from the main pack, which allowed my team to eliminate them. That was clearly exactly what I was trying to do.
Tried failure. I run like the wind.
Tried failure. I'm accustomed to it, quite frankly. Let's pop the phase boots just to give me a little bit of extra movement speed. Phase boots, I believe, also allow you to move through obstacles like creeps and heroes, so... Uh-oh. Now would probably be time to leave. There's a freaking giant demon stomping down the middle of the lane. That's kind of unpleasant. Don't want to overextend. I'm going to check for a rune. Any runes? Ooh, there is. Ooh, invisibility. Alright.
Invisibility.
Yeah, I'll take that. Just be a little bit careful. They may try and gank the sniper, in which case I'll try and keep an eye out on them.
Real nice.
Excellent. That's another tower down. Well, actually, 23 kills to 22. That's really good news. Surprisingly good news. Shockingly good news. I can now go buy a javelin as well, so I'm going to have to dash back to shop in order to make that happen. In fact, no. The best thing you can do in this is you can buy it and it'll go into your stash, which means that your money's not going to disappear. It's there for you and you can grab it when you get back. Or you can buy a courier. This is a fiddly element of the game, but it allows you to place items on a courier that you can actually operate yourself. You can move it down to the lane, take it from the courier, and do stuff like that, which is kind of helpful. But it's also kind of fiddly for a new player to grasp. But a shared courier for the team is always handy. We don't have one, because I guess we're terrible. Alright, I have a javelin. Cool, that means I'm doing a bunch more damage. I've got a chance to pierce, so that's pretty good. It's basically a bonus damage chance. So I'll be able to contribute a bit better to fights now. Alright, let us follow Noah, shall we? Let's just clear the lane out first so they don't see us. And then we will follow Noah. Ah, we are all invisible. Yes. Sneaky, sneaky. Oh, hello.
That bottom tower of yours.
Alright, let's see if we can grab the Warlock. Did some damage there. Can I engage from here?
Somebody's on a roll.
I think I can, actually. Oh, this is a terrible place to be. Alright, that's good. And let's stun. Let's do a little bit of damage with Power Shot. Focus some fire. I have no intention of letting that guy get away right now. Absolutely not going to happen. Where'd he go? There he is. Stick to the tree. Sweet! Nice, nice. Liking it. You know, we're winning teamfights left, right, and center here, which is actually really, really good news. Surprisingly enough, we seem to have a good composition or something. Or we're just amazing at Dota, clearly. So, so good. Oh, God. I am incredible at this game. Terrible at this game. But we're getting somewhere. This is good. So, they're down for a little while, which is always nice. We didn't take too much damage. We could actually Roshan, maybe, if everyone got together. But that would require everyone to get together, and they're currently ignoring the pings. So... Oh, no. Are we getting them? Yep, CFS snipers coming here, so that's good. We just need to keep an eye out, make sure they don't respawn and come right at us. Right. Skeleton King tanks. I have no intention of going anywhere near that bloody thing. Alright, let's go. Okay, I'm going to focus fire on it. So I should be able to do a metric ton of damage. That's how it appears to work. There we go. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is actually crazy. It's great for singling out a single player. Well, I'm not getting that. Apparently, Skeleton King now has 2 ways of getting back up. Because, you know, that's reasonable.
On my way.
Alright. Let's take a couple of these guys out. That's another level as well. Even better. Alright, cool. I'll start putting it into stats now that my skills are maxed out.
Reap the whirlwind.
Bear in mind, there's a higher level cap in Dota 2 than there is in other Dota style games.
Already moving.
And you fill the rest of those levels with actually getting extra stats.
Doing so good.
Which pads you out quite nicely.
gust
Tough as
onward.
nails for now.
Okay, well I can't get another Javelin yet. So,
Almost
and I
feel bad for your
certainly...
top tower.
Certainly cannot afford a Demon Edge as of yet, so I'm just gonna ignore that for the time being. I start this kind of mantle of intelligence that's just sitting around in my inventory doing nothing. I should probably turn that into something, but I don't know if any of the recommended items actually give me something I could turn it into, and that's kind of the rules of the game this time around. We're sticking to those recommended items. Okay. Well, the game is starting to drag on, but it's actually starting to go in our favor now as well. So, we saw them over there. They know where we are. Alright. They're going to try and push. Okay, so let's clean this out so they can't see us coming, and then we're going to move. And we just went 1 down. This actually could go really badly. Get a little extra speed. Yeah, we're going to have to play defensively because Shadow Shaman got caught out of position. But it's fine. If we sit at the tower, we should be alright.
On my way.
That's my theory at any rate, and I'm sticking to it. I'm getting used to this character now. She's actually pretty good. But it does take a little practice, to say the least. He's going to go... What he's going to try and do, most likely, is get right into the center, where he can do serious damage to all of us. There's the stun. That should prevent him from getting out of there. Alright, remember. Try and get back there as much as... this is actually a terrible idea. There's a stun. Alright, Skeleton King, finish him off. And please don't murder me with your horrible orange beam. No! Oh my god, look at that. That was super lucky. Okay. Whew, that was stressful. Horrendously stressful. Let's grab another Javelin. Cool. Okay, so extra damage. Let's get back up. So that's another team fight we win. And now we can really get back into things. Hopefully take down another tower. So they've got that tower, they've got that tower, that's at their base. So we're fairly equal. We're actually 1 tower behind, but we are consistently winning team fights, which is very, very helpful indeed.
I run like the wind.
Alright, let's get back into the fray as quickly as possible. I was trying to get into a position with the Warlock where I could use the Force Staff to push him back into the fight, but I couldn't actually get behind him, so... Oh, and Tidehunter possibly just rage quit, so... Alright, well that should make things a lot easier and probably bring this video to a nice satisfying conclusion. Skeleton King is wrecking all the face, so we can just keep making a move here. And as long as we have enough units around that area, which we kind of do, there's 3 of us here. The Tidehunter is probably one of the better heroes, Rage Quit.
As the arrow flies.
So let's head over in this direction. Yeah, that guy is a prime target. Absolutely. Oh, God, I need to rebind this to something useful. It's actually terrible. Oh, hello. What do we have here? What do we have here? Well, can I move into a position where this would actually be useful? Oh!
You've got my wind up.
Well, that certainly didn't work out the way I planned. I want to try and lock him down. He's so fast! What the... I don't even know. That is just... Even with my speed boost, I can't keep up with that guy. Uh-oh.
I'm not ready.
Yeah. Make my way back as quickly as I can.
My feet fly.
Let's set him up and lock him down.
I'm under attack.
Sweet.
On my way.
That was a wonderful little bait there, I feel. Yes, that was on purpose. Everything else, that was a complete mistake. That, on the other hand, was on purpose. Oh, yeah. I want to kill this creep. I don't know what it is, but I want to kill it. It's a big fat owl thing, and I want it dead. And popping my ult seems a really stupid thing to do here, but I guess it's only a 60-second cooldown, so it could be worse. Well, at least I got some cash. That's always good.
The arrow flies.
It's not like I don't really have enough of that. Well, since it's now 4-5, this is actually looking like we might be able to win it, which is... If you were to ask me who was going to win 30 minutes ago, I would have definitely said it was the other team, but as it turns out, we're actually in a much better position now. Ooh, hello, what do we have here? I don't know if I can lock him down. I think I probably can. There you go. And shabang! Dwarven Sniper stealing all the kills, as always. Man, that's just how it was 4 years ago. But here we go. Let's push, 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 push. Finish this off. So these builds actually do kind of make a lot of sense. The recommended items seem to be good. Like, it gives you enough... The point of Force Staff, I suppose, is to give you enough mana to be able to use these abilities quite a lot. I'm not 100% convinced by it. It's weird that it's a core item. I'm not 100% sure why. I'm sure there's a good reason for it, but it's not immediately clear as to why it's a core item. I'm sure that there is a great reason for it. I'll figure it out at some point, but... And the ability to push someone around seems useful, but it seems like it would be more of a situational thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, you do get a lot of mana with it as well, which is... And yeah! Not quite enough to kill her, but hey, it looked stylish. That was all that really matters. So yeah, I'm not 100% convinced with that. Phase boots, definitely. Like, extra speed, the ability to get out of situations and maneuver into position where you can get a good shackle shot to actually attach it to a tree behind him. Definitely. Yeah, I can certainly see the utility of that. No question. Oh, Tidehunter came back. Actually, it's being controlled by somebody else, but hey. And is now going to murder everybody. It's probably time to leave. And I can actually help Skeleton King out here. It's like, hey, I'm going to run in front of you. I'm going to block you off. There you go. All is good. There are 2 of those sodding demons, and now we've got damage link on everything. Great. Wonderful. Just what I always wanted. Ow, that really hurts. It's alright, we're good. Warlock's dead now, so... As are you. With your silly singing. And Monkey King Bar, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even call that situational. That seems to be like, yeah, get this. It's like, rain, lots of damage, bash. Yeah, that seems great. That seems really, really useful.
As the arrow flies.
Alright, we can start to actually do damage here. Might be able to take it down, maybe not. Oh, he's gonna... Uh-oh, is he got that invisibility item that I can't remember the name of? I'm gonna go with him probably having it, yeah. Let's be super careful.
On my way.
Your top tower's hurting.
Alright, well, this is looking better. We almost took that down. Not quite.
Bad about your top tower.
It's unfortunate that we lost that, but we'll deal with it. We are now really far ahead, so everything's pretty good.
As the arrow flies.
Taking this out would be good. I can do damage to it, but I'm not...
Nothing left of the other fella's mid-tower.
It's 400 mana to use this thing. Wow, that's kind of incredible. I guess it makes sense. I mean, the actual amount of damage this thing seems to be able to do to a single target is absurd. I'm gonna take this tower down. They can't really do anything to stop us right now. Almost have enough for that demon edge. In fact, I think actually I might. Alright, well, Tide Hunter is now left. What that means is that they can actually GG now and leave, and they don't actually get penalized for it, which is a really, really nice feature of this game. Basically, if someone rage quits out, you're not stuck with the game for ages, that's just awesome. Lifestealer just left, so that's pretty much GG across the board, and we should be able to win this no problem at all. I have to remember where the secret shop is, because is it up there? It's somewhere around here. It's up him, isn't it? Alright, so I'm gonna go buy my demon edge. Not that it's gonna be of any use, but that's a final reason to get my mantle of intelligence out of the way. Lifestealer has DC'd. Goodbye. We shall sell this. We shall buy our demon edge. And get our Monkey King bar. There you go. Passive mini bash.
Somebody's on a roll.
I want to kill some stuff with my Monkey King bar. Well, it's evidently not going to be him, because he's already dead, but I'll kill Grease with my Monkey King bar. That doesn't have an activatable, so it's actually an easier item to use. Lots of extra damage, extra attack speed, and chance to mini bash, which does damage. Which is, like, absurdly great. And there's also a Meepo there. I want to kill the Meepo. I don't know which Meepo's the real Meepo. And also, this guy is actually unhelpful. Wow, that is painful. Alright, time to leave. Thankfully, I can run really, really fast, but I might still die because this link goes all the way across the map for no good reason. Alright, there we go. I think I'm out of range now. Turns out the Monkey King bar was not quite what I needed to take two of them down, but hey. They're still resisting. They're still resisting. And my little null talisman. I'm not sure what I can turn that into, actually. I could turn null talisman into something, surely. Ah, Dagon. Yes, you can turn that into Dagon. Which is yet another activatable, which goes zap zap, and you can upgrade it like 4 different times. So.
I'm way ahead.
Well, that went better than expected. It could have gone an awful lot worse, considering I laned awfully in the first 10 minutes of the game. I got terrible, terrible last hits. Dreadful last hits. Absolutely dreadful. But it actually turned out alright. Surprisingly. Scythe of Buy. Which item do I want? Mechanism. It's not really going to make that much of a difference at this point. Eul Scepter of Divinity, maybe. That's it. That sounds like a plan. I wouldn't say no to a little bit. Yeah, that's right. Extra mana regeneration. And then we can head back down and hopefully finish this game off. But overall assessment, items seem pretty good. Like, I'm kind of surprised that there aren't more recommended items that are just straight up damage. But aside from the whole focus flare, I guess you wouldn't really even need that. And you do have actually more utility than I thought. Shackle Shot seems like a really, really good initiator or setup for a team fight. The ability to Windrun means that you can very, very quickly make your way in and actually aim at the right angle. So that's super useful. Again, I'm not convinced about this force staff thingy, but I guess I'm probably missing a trick here. There you go. And it's time for you to sit down. Good day, sir. I said good day. Alright, that is GG, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. The first in our little single draft adventure using recommended items. Turns out that actually works out pretty well, as far as I can tell. And now I have played the Windrunner for the first time. Really, really badly. Do let me know in the comment section below if you're interested in any more Dota 2 games of this style. Perhaps you are not. Let me know. I shall see as to whether or not you actually like it. Please do remember to thumb up the video if you liked it. Thumb it down if you did not. It's kind of useful. I don't know what that is. I guess it's it's some kind of item. It's cosmetic. I don't even know. Last hits, the worst in the entire game as a ranged hero. I am terrible. I need to practice hard, a lot. I'll see you next time.